Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome back. Today is Saturday, August 22nd. My name's Heather. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be going over my budget, updating my tracking, and my penny challenge. And what else? Oh, and I have some new things to show you. So let's get right to it. First off, I just wanted to say thank you so much. Earlier this week, I have officially hit 200 subscribers. Yay! So I released this freebie in my shop. But as of the time that I'm filming this morning, I am currently at 209, which means I am one subscriber away from hitting my next milestone of 210. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek. And if you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, ding the bell to get notifications when I post new videos and when I release new freebies. Everything I make right now is a freebie. And the only way to know when it's going to happen is if you ding the bell for notifications, because I've got 2 little kids. My life is super crazy and I just am not in the stage of life where I can have a constant upload schedule. So I make videos whenever I get a chance. And sometimes that's daily, sometimes it's once a week, sometimes it's not at all. So thank you. And if you are the person who is my 210th subscriber who unlocks this freebie for everyone, thank you so much. There will be 3 more sheets of these released in this set. And when I get to 250, I've got something bigger planned. So please subscribe and help us meet those goals and unlock the rest of these mini Princess Saving Challenge freebies. Okay, let's put those aside. I did want to do a quick update. I'm doing a 30-day challenge with some friends. We all have different goals. We all started on slightly different days. I just finished day 8. So my goal is just to drink water. I'm really notoriously bad about drinking water consistently. I'll go weeks. I'm like a camel. I'll go weeks without drinking a sip of water. I joke that I'm I drink water every day. I know it for a fact. I put water in the coffee pot to make the coffee. So I've actually been doing really well. If you would like to join this fitness challenge with me, please do. So we're calling it the Walk-in Water Challenge. And like I said, we each have our own goals. Some people want to hit a certain amount of steps or a certain distance or a certain amount of miles. Mine is just to be build consistency in making healthy choices. So I'm just tracking every day to make sure I am mindful of the fact that I am drinking water and that I am getting steps in. So this is my tracking. Yesterday was at 78 ounces, which for me is 3 of my water bottles. I'm more than halfway through my first one of the day today, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm just counting my steps using my step tracker with my Fitbit. Yesterday I did really well. I took my kids to the park and there's this new bike course, but they're a little bit small yet for riding bikes on the bike course. And for a little while, no one was on it. So my toddler was just having so much fun running all over the course. There's boardwalks and seesaws and lily pads and rocks and all sorts of fun things to run and jump and walk on. And I was just chasing her around. So we got a lot of steps in yesterday. I was over 8,000. I still didn't hit my 10,000, which is, everybody's general goal, but I was over 8,000, which is as high as this tracker goes. I also noticed earlier this week that, all of them, it goes 1,000, 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 4,000, so on and so forth. It goes 5,000 to 6,000. And then it just goes 7,000 to 8,000. There's nothing in the 6,000. So I just added it in a hot pink one. And that was 2 earlier days this week. I was in between the 6,000 and 7,000 steps. Either way, I think healthy fitness goals. Another thing that's going on is my husband is on his first ever health kick and he's doing so phenomenally, which is inspiring me. If he's being healthier and eating healthier, then of course I want to be supportive and I want to do it with him. So I think that will help a lot as well. So I'm not tracking anything else right now. I'm still just sticking with my water and steps challenge. But overall, as a family, we're trying to make healthier decisions, which is really exciting. Okay, so our budget this week, I am not gonna lie, I was doing it and I was feeling quite disheartened, and I have a fluctuating budget. So I budget by paycheck, not by month, which I was even talking to my husband about it. He's like, it kind of confuses me the way you do it. But in my mind, it makes the most sense. So you know how we have our standard bills that come out the month, but particularly here I have our fluctuating bills. Our utilities are always very different. This town bill only comes out once every 3 months. We've got our electric bill and our gas bill, and they are extremely different every month, and they are notoriously way higher this year than they have been in the past. So I really can't plan for them very well. Also, paychecks fall at different parts of the month. So it's not like I can say, oh, paycheck 1 always has these 3 bills in it and paycheck 2 has all the rest. It doesn't work that way. It's always different every pay cycle. So I budget by paycheck. And if that's not enough, our income is different every pay cycle, because as a family, we're a single income family, and my husband is our sole provider, and he works a lot of overtime. And because of that, he gets paid overtime, and we have a different amount coming in. Any paycheck could be anywhere from under $2,000 to over $3,000. You can see this paycheck is a really big good paycheck. The previous paycheck was about the same. We had so much money to play with last paycheck. So I figure out the paycheck, I figure out how much we already have in our checking account. And then from there, I figure out all the bills that need to come out during this pay period. I take out savings, I take out our basic expenses with that, which I can fluctuate here, but there's kind of I found a pretty good rhythm for things like groceries and gas. I have a good idea of what we spend. And then down here is what I call our savings and sinking funds. And this I stock through anything we have left over when I finish savings games. So if you look, our last pay cycle, I had $1,595 left over for savings games. And we earned $3,337. And that's because our bills coming out were all very low. This cycle, we earned $3,345. So technically more than came in last paycheck. By the end of paying off our bills and our basic living expenses, we only have $85. So wah wah. This 2-week cycle is not going to be very fun. If I get one day of savings games in, I will be excited. But that just means I'm going to have a lot of time for doing some designing. So I'll probably only maybe have one other savings game video up in this 2-week cycle. Sorry, but you'll be getting lots of new games uploaded on my Ko-fi. So I'll be sure to post about that. So once again, if you want to see when I post things, ding that bell. Okay. So anyway, we're just cash stuffing now whatever I had left. And in order to do that, I have my cash planning worksheet. Now, one benefit that we have, I'm only adding $85, but I do have some money left over from last paycheck still in my savings envelope. So we'll have a little more to play with than just that. So this week I use this cash planning worksheet from Hey K Budgets. I love it. I use it all the time. It's nothing super fancy, but it's very helpful to me. So out of the bank, I took $646. I actually budgeted for $846, but I happen to have $200 on hand because I had saved $200 for utilities because I knew that 3-month bill was coming up. So rather than deposit $200 into the bank for the utilities and then take out $846, I just said $200 is going into groceries and I'm only taking out $646. And therefore, effectively, the $200 is still in the bank towards that utility bill, which thank goodness I set it aside, because if I hadn't, we wouldn't have been making the budget this week. We wouldn't have been able to afford it without coming out of our emergency funds or pulling money that was set aside for different sinking funds. So, yay! All right, so I have my envelope from the bank right here as I knock over all of my binders. And put that aside. We've got 1, 2, 300. 50, 400, 50, 500, 50, 20, 40, 60. So we're at what? 610, 20, 30, 630, 35, 640, 645, 646. Alrighty. And did I take that 200 out of the utilities envelope yet? If I did, I probably put it into groceries, but I don't think I did yet. Seasonal events, utilities. Nope. So I'm going to pull this out right now. Pop it in here. So we're at 846. Beautiful. All right, let me set this aside for right now. Okay, our first category is groceries. And that is getting $450. So I'm putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 50. Now, traditionally, I give my husband $50 cash, and he likes to grocery shop on his way to when he goes to work, and that's for his lunch for the next 2 weeks. Since we are going on a health kick, I'm not sure how that's going to work out this week, if we're going to give him 50 or if we're just going to meal prep at home together. We'll see. Gas, I give myself $100 for gas. My husband actually gets more because he commutes to work every day. But I do $50 a tank, and I usually need only 1 or 2 tanks during the week, depending on how much driving I'm doing or doing the 2-week span. The pay cycle. That's the word I'm going to use. The pay cycle. Okay, let me check off that I did both of these already. Check, check. All right, homeschool gets $175. And uh-oh, wait a second. Did I do all of these? Did I put too much in? Oh, that's what I did. I put a 100 into gas. I do 50s for gas because I just give them a $50 bill. That makes more sense. Okay, 250s going into gas. Pay attention to what you're doing, Heather. All right, homeschool gets $175. So we're gonna go 100, 50, 75, which is right here. Nessie is getting $23 this week, and there will be a pretty big update on that in the near future. That's fine. Oh, Nessie's fund is in my pink envelope, so I'm going to come back to her. Miscellaneous gets 13. So what I think I'm going to do, I've got 2 in here already, and I said I was going to do a 10, and I'm going to take a 5, but give 2 back. So I will have 25 in here all together. And then I also keep 50 cents in there because I went to Aldi one time, like right after getting the money from the bank and like doing my penny challenge, and I had no change to get a cart. So then I had to go break $1 for change anyway. So I always just keep 50 cents in my miscellaneous just so that I have quarters for a shopping cart. No, thank you right now, Gwen. Thank you. All right, and my savings envelope is in the other binder as well. So the green one is like my wallet that I actually use, and then my pink one is everything else that I usually keep at home. And if I need an envelope, I'll pop it into the green one, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go to Nessie's envelope. All right, and she's getting 23. So we're gonna do a 20 and 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, and that should leave $85 for savings. So 50, 70, 85, beautiful. And let's see what else is currently in there. How much do we actually have to save? All right, we got 2 20s. Let's move this to the side for a second so I have a little more room to spread this stuff out. 5, 10, 20, 50, 10, more 5s, and I believe the rest of these are all 1s. Looks like it. All right, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145, 146. Move it this way. 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152. Oh gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168. Okay, so 168, we can probably get through at least one video, maybe a little bit more. What I'm actually going to do off camera, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch it, is I'm going to go through all of my game day like envelopes and games. I don't know if I'll do a themed one this week or not, or if I'll just pull things that have a chance of finishing, because it'd be nice to cash something out on a low money week, you know? Okay, so that is sorting out my envelopes. We are going to be updating my tracking sheet. So let me pull out, first off, these are happy planner rings. If you don't know, I think most people do. It's called a disc ring system, something along the lines of that. And they're great because you can pull pages out and then just pop them back in whenever you need to, as opposed to like a regular notebook or having to open and close a huge binder. It's really convenient. Okay, big emergency fund. We stole $4,000 from that to get a patio, and we put a gazebo on it and beautiful furniture, and it was a wonderful deal. And we love it. It's beautiful. I want to make a video to show you guys, but the weather hasn't been great, and we just finally got our our outdoor seating couch in last weekend. So when I have a nice day, because why would I film it on a rainy day, I will show a video and show you guys what we stole from our emergency fund for. So whoops, but we are very behind on this now. Like, we're smaller than the start, so I'm gonna have to come up with a new tracking sheet for that. I just haven't done it yet because I haven't really, I mean, I've still been putting in my regular amount that I put in every paycheck, but I haven't worked on like boosting it back up yet. Game of loans. This is our mortgage. We are not yet making extra payments on our mortgage because we're still working on our 6-month emergency fund, but we do make our regular payment on our mortgage, and we officially have made it onto the board. And we currently owe $134,519.38 on our mortgage. Our payment will come out this paycheck, but it hasn't yet. And when it does, we will get to color in another shield, maybe 2. We'll see. So nothing new to do on there. And this is our penny challenge, which we are nearly done with. Let me move this stuff out of the way for right now, except for this one. And I'm gonna pop this back into, I'll just put it underneath for now, my binder. And let's see. So I did go through and count this, and I will say that I think what's in here differs from there. I know my toddler got into it at least once, but I've got a lot of my coins rolled. So we're just gonna see what we have and finish this up. And then I have another penny challenge ready to go that my daughter made, and she's very dutifully sitting on the side right now, waiting for her turn to show us how to play. She's 7 and she's been excited. She made it like a month ago, but I said I can't start a new one until I finish this one.
Can I show them my pumpkin?
You wanna show them your pumpkin while I get the money out? Sure.
This is my pumpkin I grew.
Yeah. She says it's a pumpkin, so we're calling it a pumpkin. Mom believes it's a gourd, but it is a pumpkin, so I'm calling it Gordy the pumpkin, which makes her mad. She has a different name for it. She's calling it Capey because she says the green coloring on it makes it look like it's wearing a superhero cape. So. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've got $3 right there, which is definitely more than we need, and we've got a bunch of smaller coins as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nickels, 2 dimes, and $3.75 in quarters. We definitely don't need all of that. So let's start with, how about 20 plus 19 is 39. So if I start with a 25, make it a 35 maybe, and then a 4. I don't know if I like the way that breaks up. We'll see. Let's see, how much do we need altogether? 17 plus 18 is 20, 30, 5. Is that 35? Okay, perfect. So we'll do these two as 35. 17 plus 18 is 35, right? Somebody check me on that. We're gonna go with these 2. And we're gonna drop them in. Oh, I kind of forgot there's a 13 over here. Oh well. All right, 35. Oh no, there's an alarm going off on my phone. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and these are my extra like change finding things. All right. So now we're gonna do 13 and 19 is gonna be 20, 32, plus another 20 is gonna be 52. So we're gonna do 50 and 2 cents. And that finishes our Save All the Pennies penny challenge from Norelli's Budgets. Yay! All right, let me finish coloring this off. And that should be $50.50 in spare change, which is super exciting. I'm gonna close this for now, and we will make sure I count that perfectly off camera, but I can tell you this thing is very heavy. And we'll make sure that it works out perfectly because like I said, little hands have been in there. So let me move this stuff aside real quick. And then we'll call Gwen over and she will show us how to play her game that she created all by herself. And I'm guessing that she was probably inspired to do this by Floating Funds. Her daughter made a savings game for her a while back, and I think my daughter saw her play it on one of the videos that I was watching, and I'm guessing that gave her the idea. So I think her name is Maddie from Floating Funds. Maddie, if you see this and want to show it to your daughter inspired my daughter, which I think is pretty cute. Maybe they can be friends. Okay. All right, Gwenny, you gonna come show me how to play?
Yeah.
All right, so I have a bunch of quarters. I have a few nickels and a few pennies and 1 dime. So how do we play? You said we need a dice? Which kind of dice do you think we need?
I think we need one of the white dot ones.
One of these ones?
Yeah.
Okay. And how are we gonna play?
So, we're gonna need,
Do we need little ducky?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I get the colors for us, so we can color the moon with.
I have a blue and a yellow highlighter. Which color do you want to be?
I want to be yellow like my pumpkin.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Gwen is yellow and Heather is blue. So let me see the yellow. We're gonna highlight yours so we know that the yellow color is you. And we'll highlight mine blue so that we know the blue color is me.
Okay.
And do we need just little ducky or do we need like another character one for each of us?
Little duckies. Just little ducky.
Okay, so what do we do?
So I think you should go first.
Okay, so you roll the dice and you got a 1. So you start here and that's a quarter.
Yep.
So you color in your quarter and I'm gonna put it up here, okay? So we know we saved that one already. And then I get to roll the dice? Okay. And then I'm moving little ducky as well?
Yep.
Okay.
The pumpkin.
And that's 5, so I'm gonna use, oh wait, no, I move 5, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a penny, so I get to save a penny?
Yep.
Okay. And then it's your turn. Now is it whoever saves the most wins or whoever gets the most coins wins?
Whoever sees the most.
Okay. So you got 3, so move little ducky 3.
Wait, whoever gets the most of their color wins.
Okay, so the most coins wins. Wait, you just rolled a 3. So you gotta move little ducky 3.
1, 2, 3.
So that's a penny. And then you color in your penny, and then I'll roll. And I also rolled 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm also saving a penny. All right, your turn.
This is fun.
All right, 6.
6. One more and it'll be 7.
1, 2,
3,
4, 5, 6. So that's 5. So what kind of coin is that? Careful.
My pumpkin.
Okay, we can't hit the camera though.
Okay.
It's
You should probably put my pumpkin like right over here.
It's looking okay. We should probably leave your pumpkin up here.
Okay.
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 And you landed on here, so you need to color it in and you need to save the right amount.
Okay. So, ooh, it's a nickel.
All right, so what do you need?
I need a nickel.
Good job.
The first nickel of the game.
All right, and 2. I'm going this way now. 1, 2. A dime, and we have 1 dime. So I'll put that there and I'll color it in and you can roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. And then when we get to here, do we go back to the beginning again?
Yep.
Okay. So roll the dice. And you got a 4. So move little ducky. 1 up here.
2, 3, 4.
Cool. And what's that? Another penny?
Yep.
Cool.
We so far got 4 pennies and there's only 2 left.
All right.
I hope there's only 2 pennies.
And I'm going 1, and that's another nickel.
Yeah,
Now, what happens if we land on a coin and we don't have any more of those coins? Can we like make change with a bigger coin?
Yeah.
Okay, your turn. Roll. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. We might finish this in one day.
I don't know, maybe.
It is pretty small.
That would be fun. Put your penny in.
Wait, whoever gets the gold one.
Put your penny in before you get distracted.
Whoever gets the gold one first wins.
6. 1. Are we hopping over the colored ones or still landing on the colored ones?
Hopping over the.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1 more penny. And I'll color it in and you can roll.
I got a 3.
Wait, you gotta move. 1. Are we hopping over the colored ones? So 1.
1.
And you come back to the top. You go here. 2. On the number 10 is number 2. 2. 3. Because we're hopping over the ones that we already colored. So that's a 10. You can use 2 nickels for a 10. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And there's the roll. Little ducky was right here, right?
Yep.
So 1, 2. I'm landing on a nickel. And I'm going to color that in. This is a fun game you came up with, Gwenny. Good job.
Hey, thanks. Maybe I should come up with more games for you.
Maybe. I have a lot of games, though, lined up. All right, so 1. So we're hopping over the blue one. You landed on a quarter. Good job.
I think that
Which is particularly good because we have a lot of quarters.
And
we might have to make some of those come out. Which one did you just color? You didn't put rubber little ducky back.
I think I colored
This one?
Yeah, that.
Okay, and I put the quarter in for you, so. All right, and that's 4. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, hop over a bunch, 4, another quarter. Hooray.
Is this going well?
Yeah, it is. You did a good job. Whoa. All right. So you can roll now. You got 6. So do you want me to move little ducky for you?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's a nickel. So I'm going to trade this out for some smaller coins, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels is the same as a quarter. So I'm going to put that quarter in. And now you can put in the nickel that you just saved. And which nickel was that? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. And 2. So we're going to go 1, 2. And that's 10 cents. So that's 2 nickels, right?
How about we start real quick and count all the ones we have?
Let's just keep going. Roll the dice. Thanks, Lily.
6.
All right. Do you want to move them? 1,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, penny. Let's see. Do I have 5 pennies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can switch that out with one of our nickels that we still have. And now you can put in a penny. There we go. All right, and it was this one you just landed on, right? Don't forget to put little ducky back. We're definitely going to finish this today.
Yeah, there's only 4 more left.
3. All right. 1, 2, 3. That's 10. All right, let me color that in, and I'm going to have to break another quarter, I think.
This is going to be fun. I really hope I get the most.
1, 2, 3, and 10. And I'll put this dime back in. All right, your turn. Roll. I think we're going to end up with the same amount of coins. I think we should say whoever saved the most total wins.
Okay.
Like the most money. All right, so 5. So you're going 1, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 cents.
You want to watch a different show? I'll change the show for you.
All right. Did you put 10 cents in?
Can change.
So a nickel is 5. So 5 plus what? No, that's 6. Don't take all the pennies. 5 plus what is 10?
5 plus 5 is 10.
There you go.
Draw.
All right. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got the 5. And that means that Gwenny, no matter what you roll, there's only 25 left, so you're gonna get the quarter. So why don't you color that last quarter, and I'll put it in for you. And let's see how much your game saved. Why was this one over here? Do we know? Uh-oh. All right, well, we'll put that here for now. Let's see, we've got up here 25, 50, 75, $1, $1.25, $1.50, $1.60, $1.70, $1.80, $1.82. So let's see if that's right or if we forgot to put any coins in. So I'm gonna add up all the yellow ones and then I'm gonna add up all the blue ones. We don't know where my calculator is, do we?
Nope.
Of course not. Don't suppose it might be like in here, maybe? Nope. All right, Mom's gonna have to do it all in my head. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna put a slash through it when I add it in, okay?
Okay.
So we'll do Gwenny's first. Gwenny has 25, 50, 75, 80, 90, $1, $1.05, $1.06, $1.07, $1.08, $1.09. So equals $1.09. Let's see how much Mom got. All right, I have 25. That's my only quarter, so I'm gonna guess you probably won. 30, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73. I got all of them, right?
Mhm.
$0.73. Gwenny wins!
I win!
So I'm gonna color this big star in yellow so we know that you are the winner.
Daddy, I won! I won my game I made.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Beautiful. And that means that all together, do you know what 9 plus 3 is? 12. So 2, 1 plus 7 is going to be 8. So that should be $1.82. Is that what we said we had?
Yeah.
$1, 50, 60, 70, 82 cents. Good job.
Woo! I'm so happy.
Thank you for your savings challenge, Gwenny. We will save this for the next penny challenge that I start, and we will get this stuff cashed in. And I think that's it for today. Is that everything?
Yep.
Hooray! All right, say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you like my pumpkin.
All right, bye.